Sasa maisha imeanza kuwa ngumu. Like when we used to be, venye tulikuwa tunaambiwa shule, ukitoka shule sasa maisha itakuwa ngumu.
Ndio hiyo
sasa imeanza kuwa ngumu. My dad passed.
Sorry.
Yeah, he had kidney failure. I would post maybe some motivational quotes. I'm motivating myself and I want to motivate other people.
Wow. Hello once again and welcome to another episode of the Conqueror show. My name is Laura Lepore and we are coming to you from Wema TV. Here you get to hear stories about real people who've been through real life situations and have conquered them. Again, we bring you a conqueror this week, but if you have missed any of our past episodes, you can find them on Wema TV YouTube channel under the playlist The Conquerors. They're all there. Anything that you need and any encouragement that you have, or if you know someone who needs that encouragement, that's where to find it. Today we have a special guest. Her name is one tongue twister, but we'll get through it by the grace of God. Please help me welcome Cecile Kamau, right?
Yeah.
I have to slow down on that one. It's Cecile or Cecilia?
You can call me either.
Either.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're commonly known as Cecile.
Yeah.
Okay, Cecile Kamau, you're very welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I talking with you, I get those young person vibes. You make me feel like I'm not that old, because when I speak Sheng, you get it, and I can. Yeah, exactly. Tunaradanisha and everything. So karibu sana. It's an honor to have you kwa sababu venye nilisikia story yako, ni watu wengi wanapitia hiyo, but si watu wengi wako na platform ya kuvoice that it's also possible. And here you are, exhibit A that is possible. So karibu sana.
Asante.
Labda utuanzishie, where did your story start? Like where you from, your background, and where did you start?
Okay, just as you've said, my name is Cecilia. Cecilia Kamau.
It's not Cecile again.
It's Cecile. You can call me any of that.
Okay.
But the one that I was given when I was born, it's Cecilia.
Okay.
I'm from Kinangop, that is in Nyandarua County. I am 21 years old, and I come from a family of 3. I'm the last one.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So I was born in Kinangop, a place called Murwaki, and that's where I've grown up since up to where I completed high school. I schooled around the same place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were born and raised?
Yeah.
Murwaki.
Yeah, Murwaki.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so until high school, it was all well and good, and then?
When I was born, both my parents were there. My dad and my mom. So I was born and raised in a normal family, and we were not so much well off, but it was a standard family, like where you get the basic needs, you go to school like other kids. Yeah. So after going to school, then I was in class 3 by then, when my dad passed.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he had kidney failure. And so when he passed away, some issues started with the land and stuff, and we had to relocate to another place, not so far from where we used to live. We had to relocate, and yeah, when we went there, we had even to change schools, me and my siblings. So my sister she had just completed her class 8. So she had to move, but she didn't do very well because when she was when she was almost doing her exams, that's when my dad got sick, and so she got like into depression or something. That thing was really disturbing her, and she didn't perform very well in her examinations. She had to go back to school, and that's when my mom took her to a boarding school. And I was taken to a nearby school, to just a day school, where I schooled there until I finished class 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I was about to join Form 1, that's when now my sister now completed Form 4. So I joined and she completed. So I was like now in school alone.
Oh.
Yeah. So my mom didn't have like a very hard time. She was really trying because she didn't have a permanent job. Yeah, alikuwa anafanya tu vibarua, anatulipia school fees, anatutafutia chakula because now sasa ako peke yake, everything is on her.
Yeah.
And by God's grace, I managed to finish high school.
Okay.
When my sister finished, pia alienda akaandikwa kazi ya nyumba at first. Like she didn't have any other option. So by God's grace, by the time mimi nilikuwa namaliza, my mom, she was to be admitted, she was to go to campus.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody offered to pay her fees.
Wow.
Yeah, and she got admitted at Mount Kenya University. So na mimi ndo sasa nilimaliza Form 4 by then. I didn't have a place to go because when I finished Form 4, I was only 16. I didn't even have an identity card. So wenye mamangu alikuwa anajaribu kunitafutia kazi at least before ID itoke, ndio nijue what next. So people would not like take me in. Wanasema hana ID, how do we trust her? But hao ni watu wa mbali.
Yeah.
People who don't know you. So when
to take you in for work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, akisikia mtu mali kuna opportunity, like she wants me to go there, but the owner says that I don't have an ID, haizi nichukua. So there's this friend of hers, alikuwa our neighbor, na alikuwa anataka msichana wa kazi. So I told my mom, because your friend obviously anakujua, so hana trust issues as much.
Yeah.
So she akanichukua. I was working for her by then.
In Nyandarua State?
Yeah. It was just around. She was like our neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was working there. So nikimiss home, natembea tu hapo.
Yeah.
Nafanya kazi naenda home, alafu tena narudi. Yeah, so I worked there for like 4 months. Life was not that bad. Sasa hapo ni place unaona mamako kila siku.
Exactly.
Yeah, ni watu unajua, like you're comfortable with them. Yeah, so I wouldn't say like life was bad. Alafu tena unapata pesa, at least you're not dependent, hauko dependent kwa mzazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I worked there for 4 months. Then when I was there, there's this cousin of mine. She just had a baby and she needed somebody to take care of her baby. Na unajua Nairobi, like you can't just trust anyone.
That's true.
So alikuwa anataka mtu anajua background yake. So she talked with my mom. My mom akasema it's okay. Juu huko kwenye nilikuwa nafanya kazi, like si ati ni watoto wadogo. Walikuwa wakubwa kidogo. Like they used to go to school.
Okay.
So akasema kwanza niende nisaidie huyo mwenye ako na newborn. So she was living in Kasarani. That was my first time to come to Nairobi, like kukaa, like dependently. Independently, that is.
Yeah.
So kitambo nilikuwa nakuja once kwa my cousins, then unaenda home. So like this time nimekuja kazi, nakaa huko. Like it's just business, it's work. I mean, not business, it's work.
It's work.
Yeah. So I was very excited at first. Jesus, at least sasa natoka ushago. Watu wenye umezoea kuona, wanakuona kila saa. At least uta get to meet new people.
So, in the city.
Yeah. So, yeah, and we arranged and nikaongea na sasa huyo mwenye alikuwa ameni employ and she agreed. So after 2 weeks, that's when now I came to Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went there to my cousin's place and lived with them for like 2 months. After 2 months, she was going back to work. So mtoto amekuwa mkubwa kidogo. No, and mi nilikuwa tu nimeenda kumshikilia like mtoto akue mkubwa kidogo, akirudi job, atafute mtu mwingine. Yeah. So when she was going back to work, now I had to come back home. Kuacha sasa job. So I left. No, so when I went back home, like now I didn't have any other thing to do. Bado sijapata ID, bado sina place ingine. Na mwenye alikuwa ameni-employ, she already had another girl. Alikuwa ashapata mtu mwingine. So I stayed, but sijui kama ni good luck. Huyo msichana bado alikuwa naenda like the following week. Huyo mwenye sasa alikuwa huyo msichana wake alikuwa naenda the following week. Now they said you've been good to us, we can take you back again. Juu hata tukiachana like we agreed. Si ati nilitoka nikapotea. So she agreed to take me back again.
Okay. So
it was like in the middle of the year. So nikamaliza hiyo mwaka huko. So I finished high school in 2017. So nikaenda huko work the whole of 2018. When 2018 ikiisha, then a friend of my mom, her cousin wanted now a house girl. Okay. So mimi tena sasa nimechoka kukaa ushago. I wanted to go back to Nairobi because I had tasted life in Nairobi. Like sasa nilikuwa sasa nataka, alafu Nairobi like nilikuwa naona kuna opportunities mingi, like you get to meet a lot of people. Yeah, si kama ushago. So I said I want to go and do that one. Like sikuwa naangalia ni kazi ya nyumba, as long as natoka ushago.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm going. So I went. And when I went there, like they were a God-fearing family. They were so nice to me. Like, yeah, nikasema huku sasa, hey, huku sitoki. Like, yeah, as long as niko safe, I'm doing my work, I'm getting paid. Sina pressure. I will just work until when God atasema, no, you can, I'll get another place to do, another thing to do. So I stayed there. I used to go to church. Like, yeah, it was
like you were part of the family.
Yeah. So I stayed there for a whole year. That is the whole of 2019. 2019, by the end of 2019, I had met a lot of people from church. I had interacted with so many people. Yeah, so 2019 ikiisha, now I went home for Christmas, but then I didn't go back there. But I told them I'm not coming back for 1, 2, 3. But I didn't say actually, it's not like I had something I was going to do.
Okay.
I just felt like, no, I can't do this anymore. Like, I want to do something different. Because by then I had my ID and I wanted to try out something different. Because now, from when I completed school, like I had just been doing housework and stuff. So I said, I want to try something
different.
Yeah. But that's something different. There was nothing like something different.
Really? You just wanted to change your environment?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went back home and still I got another job, another offer. It was still a house work job. Yeah. Like I was still going to be a house girl. And I said, since I don't have another option still, I have to go and do that. So I went back there, but life changed a little bit because you're used to people who are like, they are your family, like you're so close with them. But now where I went, it was different. Like we didn't relate so well with them.
Okay.
Yeah, like they were different, not like the ones I used to work for before. Yeah, so then I started seeing life differently. Like now, life is hard. No. Yeah, sasa maisha imeanza kuwa ngumu. Like when we used to be, venye tulikuwa tunaambiwa shule, ukitoka shule, sasa maisha itakuwa ngumu. Sasa imeanza kuwa ngumu. But I kept trusting God, and I knew hii tu ni safari tu napita hapa, and I know kuna kitu God ameniwekea hapo mbele, and maybe I have to go through it. It's like a test. Like I have to pass this to go to the next level. He said, I'm still going to do it. Hata kama inakaa aje, bado nitafanya. What I'm interested in, at least I want to do something. Sitaki kuwa dependent kwa mtu. I want to be independent.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, I'll do it. As long as si mtu unaibia ama si kitu unafanya mbaya, you are working and you're getting paid.
Yeah.
So I went there and I was working there. So when I was there, like I used to, like sometimes you really want someone to talk to, because you're feeling like you are all alone in that, maybe in that home. Like when you do your work, you go to your bedroom, you rock yourself, like there's no one you can talk to.
Yeah.
Like you're just alone. Hakuna mtu wenu hapo. So I will go. I'm very active on social media, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go to social media, post something, and start interacting with people. Yeah, so when I was there, I would post maybe some motivational quotes. I'm motivating myself, and I want to motivate other people.
Wow.
Yeah, so people would go through my timeline, come to my inbox, and say, like, I want to be like you. I want someone, like, they want to be like me. Okay, well, why do you want to be like? I would ask myself so many questions, like, why do you want to be like me? If I give you my life right now, you wouldn't even take it. You wouldn't fit in my shoes. Like, you would say, no, I can't do this anymore. So I would, okay, you want to be like me? Okay, just keep trusting in God, and one day you will be like me.
Wow.
But I didn't used to tell people what I was doing by then.
Yeah.
I'm just like doing normal businesses and stuff. But so there's this one person. Okay, he's called Bena. And when I was posting those quotes and whatever, he came to my inbox and he told me, you know what, I want to know who you really are, because the things you're posting here, like, they are motivating so many people, and you can use that as a way to reach out to people. Maybe you can open up a YouTube channel, you start blogging or something, and encourage other people who are maybe losing hope. I told him, mimi hata hizo vitu na post, I'm doing it for myself. Like, mimi mwenyewe ndo naji-encourage because the situation I'm in right now, like, I'm so down. Sometimes I want to talk to someone, but hakuna mtu naweza ongelesha.
Yeah.
So I saw that, like, this is a person I can open up to. Like, he's so nice to me. Like, yeah, I had a feeling that this is a person I can trust and tell him everything about my life. Yeah, so I told him, so mimi hata ukiniona hapa na motivate watu, right now nafanya kazi ya nyumba, and it's not so good with me. Like, sometimes niko stressed, I'm just going through stuff I can't tell anybody. Like, unajua sometimes unaona vile tu mtu anakutreat, you can't talk back because that's the person who's feeding you.
Exactly.
Anakupea shelter. So hata akikufanyia nini, at least hautalala nje, hautalala njaa, and still you're benefiting from it. Anakupea, unalipwa wewe pesa yako. So I used to tell myself, mimi kenye kimenipeleka huko ni kazi, na nataka nilipwe at the end of the day. So all these other things that are happening, one day zitaisha tu, na sitakuwa huko forever.
Yeah.
So I'll just, like, nitavumilia tu for now. Then the next minute somebody else will come to my place, and then I'll go to a higher level.
Yeah.
And sitakuwa hapo like forever. So
ulijiamini.
Yeah, nilikuwa najiamini by the, like, hata kwa social media hakuna mtu alikuwa anajua kazi yenye nafanya.
Wow.
Like, I used to get a lot of messages, like, people ati unani motivate, nataka kuwa kama wewe, unaweza nitafutia job, nataka job. I'm like, what? Sasa mimi nakutafutia job na mimi mwenyewe kazi yenye nafanya. Namwambia it's okay, nitakutafutia.
Wow.
Sikuwa namwambia siwezi pata, kani nilikuwa namwambia tutatafuta. And by then nilikuwa natafutia mtu. Nilikuwa nauliza mabeshte zangu kama wako na opportunity. Si mimi niende nifanye, but nisaidie mtu mwingine.
Yeah.
So that guy Bena, I told him everything about myself. So akaniambia, that story of yours, it can motivate other people. Akaniambia juu he's a manager, he runs a managing whatever
company.
yeah.
For those who don't know Bena, we had him in studio last week. G Bena, Bernard Maina. Yeah. So yeah, he is a manager.
Yeah, he runs King Bees Incorporated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he told me, sasa venye nimekushika mkono hivi, venye tumejuana na wewe, it was God's plan, na something is pushing me, na God ananiambia nisikuachilie juu kuna kitu ndani yako, and we must try and bring out what that is.
Yeah.
Tuitoe, we will work towards that na sitakuacha. And from that day, by the way, hajai niacha, venye tu aliniambia hivyo sitakuacha, hajai niacha.
I think what people need siku hizi ni mtu wa kumshika mkono.
Yeah, just one person who will believe in you, mwenye atatembea na wewe. So we talked with Bena, akaniuliza, wewe unasikianga kama unataka kufanya nini? Nikamwambia mimi nimependa muziki tangu nikiwa mtoto. Like I've always wanted to one day nitakuwa musician. Yeah. So he told me, and this is the right time to do it. Just because tumeconnect na wewe sahi, God's want you to do it right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Ati mimi tukipatana na wewe, no more wasting time. God wants it to happen there and then.
Yes.
So I told him, okay, we will plan to meet and talk about it. So mimi kwenye nilikuwa nafanya kazi, I used to have one off day, which is on a Sunday. Na by then it was 2020. Corona ilitokea.
Oh, by the way.
So sikuwa napewa ruhusa kutoka sana. Like not every Sunday nilikuanga na off. Maybe once in a while.
So safety and
yeah. Nikasema sasa Sunday yenye nitapewa off, I'm going to nitafute Bena. We have to do this. We have to talk about this.
Wow.
Juu pia mimi nilikuanga na passion. Like I wanted mtu nikipata tu mtu mwenye atanishika mkono in music. Yeye ndo nitafuata. Yeah, sitamwachilia. And because yeye alivolunteer kunisaidia, so nikasema I have to do it. I want it for myself, so I have to go for it.
Yes.
Nikamtafuta one of the Sundays, we talked. He told me, you try, if God akikuwezesha come up na song or something, you just do it. Whatever God is telling you to do, just do it. So 2 weeks after, I came up with a song.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you don't waste time.
Yeah, tulikuwa sikuwa nataka ku waste more time because I knew God amekuconnect na huyu mtu.
Yeah.
Maybe if you waste time, hiyo nafasi yako itachukuliwa na mtu mwingine. So I went and came up with this song. But then nilikuja tu na chorus. Nikifanya tu kazi zangu, nikiosha vyombo, nikasikia tu kasong kamekuja. I took my phone and recorded ndo nisisahau. Na mimi nikaendelea na kuosha vyombo. Nikamaliza kazi yangu. So I went, listened to that chorus, and now I had to fill in verses. That same day ndo nilimalizanga hiyo song. Yeah.
In one day?
Yeah.
My
that
goodness.
Same day nikamalizanga hiyo song. Nikamtumia, nikarecord na simu. I sent it to him. He said, you know what, this song, we have to record it. It's an amazing song. It's about you. That's what God wanted you to do.
Yeah.
It's exactly what God wanted you to do. So I was like, wow. So naeza imba kitu inasikika.
Really?
Yeah.
After you kujiamini yote ukisikiza sasa ndio umeconfirm.
Sasa ndo juu nimemtumia akaconfirm it's a good song. No, so sasa hata mimi nikagain confidence. I sent it to, because I was really excited. Nilikuwa naimba nasikia kama hiyo song nishaisikia mahali. But this song ishaimbiwa mahali. Mimi ndo nimeimba. So I sent it to 2 of my friends. Wenye najua si artist. They listened to it and said, yeah, that's a good song. So Bena akaniambia, now that you have the song, we have to record it.
Yeah.
Pesa yenye nilikuwa nalipo, haikuwa ati pesa mingi vile, and still my mom expected me to help her with paying my sister's school fees or rent or something. Nimsaidie tu mali nitaweza. So I I sent some money to her, I saved the rest for my recording. So mimi najinyima sasa, nasema this month sitabuy nguo ama sitafanya nini. I'm just saving until ile siku pesa zitatosha za recording. So Bena, he understood me very well. Akaniambia, wewe tafuta half of the money na mimi nitasort half.
Wow.
Yeah. So it wasn't like so difficult for me because within 2 months I had already raised the whole amount.
Wow.
Yeah, ilikuwa inaelekea December, ilikuwa inaisha. So nilikuwa najua nitapewa ruhusa ya kwenda home for Christmas. So I had time to do the recording.
Yeah.
So when December ilifika nikapewa sasa ruhusa ya kwenda home, I didn't go home directly. I went to my friend's place. Nikakaa huko for like 3 days. Nikafanya recording nikiwa huko, so like I was going narudi kwake. So when I finished with the recording, nikaenda home. And after going home, then when I came back, the song was already out. January ikianza. Yeah, the song was out.
Wow.
And I used to the first time nilitumiwa hivi nilisikiza like 10 times. Sikuwa naamini ni song yangu.
Na ni wewe unaimba.
Nikatumia watu sasa audio, but hiyo ilikuwa sample, haikuwa haikuwa audio sasa yenye inaweza fanywa nini, ilikuwa tu sample.
Haikuwa launched.
Yeah. So nikatumia sample, nikafurahia, nikatumia watu, nikaanza kuwatumia. So sasa nikaambiwa, now the song is out, now you have to do the video. Tena sasa ni mimi nijinyime for some months nipate pesa ya video.
Yeah.
Like some people walikuwa nadhani tu ni mchezo, like si kitu serious ati you've just started. Like why mbona unatupia pressure mingi hivyo? So I had to do it on myself. Mimi nilikuwa najua Kenya nataka.
Yeah.
So I saved for some time and I got the money for the video.
Okay.
And we did it the following month. I did it in January and we did the video on February.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like sasa unatumia savings zako. Wow. So this is really something yenye umekimbiza yani.
And sasa mimi najinyima nasema no, my song is my first priority. Sasa hii ni kitu I didn't know how it would happen, but sasa ishaanza ku happen, like I have to make it real.
Wow.
So nika-record na nikatoa video on my own.
Wow.
Yeah. So
saizi bado uko kazi?
So after nimetoa video, I was like, no, that's a step I've made. Nimekuwa nikifanya kazi ya nyumba like for 3 years. I said, no, I want to do I gave myself time. I said, I'll work for like 2 more months. Alafu sasa nitoke na sitawahi rudi hata kama sina option nyingine. Sasa heri niende nilime tu na mom. Nimsaidie. I said, I want to do this again because the last place was really hectic for me. Like si yenye unaweza sema nitavumilia hadi. So I said, I just need this amount, I can do something with it.
Yeah.
So I worked for 2 months. After releasing my song, I said I'll work for 2 more months. And that's what I did. So I talked with my boss. I told them, nimepata place nyingine. Na sasa after 2 months nitatoka. I gave them time. So when I was there, they looked for another person. Like si kutoka tu hivyo atitoke asubuhi uende. I gave them time.
Yeah.
So nikatoka. Na nikasema now that will be the end of me kufanya kazi za nyumba. Yeah, I've met good people. Wengine imenisaidia kugrow spiritually because when I was working, kuna uko kwenye walikuwa naenda church, like I really grew spiritually by then. Kila Sunday tunaenda church, ni kama jioni tukikuja tunaomba. Au watoto like mimi, hadi their parents, they were very happy by the way because au watoto like I didn't mislead them. Venye tu tunatoka church, like I continue tunasoma Bible, tunaomba, tunaimba. Yeah, so they were really happy with me. So venye sasa nilitoka nikasema sasa sitafanya kazi ya nyumba tena. So I went home. I needed time to think what I can really do.
Wow.
So I went home and stayed for like 2 weeks. I already had saved something small. Nikasema sasa hizi pesa sitazitumia. I really have to find something yenye naweza fanya.
Ya kujisustain sasa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So nikaona hii pesa yenye niko nayo like I can't afford to pay rent na bado nifungue biashara juu ilikuwa kidogo ati haikuwa mingi sana. So I talked with my friend. She was really supportive by the way, like every time I need to do something na niko kwa wenyewe, like she would host me.
Oh wow.
Namaliza kenye nafanya sasa alafu tena narudi kazi. So I knew she would still support me even then. When siko kazi. So I talked to her and I told her, I really need to start doing something. Na sina place ya kuishi for now. So I told her ani host for some days. Alafu sasa tena kazi ikipik, now I can move into my own place.
Kazi ikipik?
Yeah, nilianza nilikuwa nataka nianze kazi ya kuuza nguo. So nikamwambia nitakuja nianze kazi na pesa yenye niko nayo. But kazi sasa ikishika niweze kujirentia nyumba.
Okay.
Now I can move out. And she agreed.
Wow, si uko na faith.
Yeah. So I moved, nikatoka home. That was like 3 weeks later after sasa nimetoka kazi. So I came to Nairobi. Nikatafuta place yenye naweza weka biashara, nikapata.
Yeah.
Nikaenda sasa nikaendea hizo nguo. And I came, nikaanza kuziuza. Beshte yangu akani host. Si kwanza kitambo ni some few weeks.
Oh, ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm still living with her right now.
Okay.
But maybe mid-August, nita move out.
Wow.
Yeah, because the business is really doing well. And right now, I've made a lot of friends online, because nakuanga very active online. So nataka nifungue platform. I want to showcase my products online, nifungue page, nianze kuziuza online, because I know hiyo itanisaidia kufikia watu wengi.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wow. So yani yako ni kama, unajua most people think that my fate has been sealed. Hapa ndio nitakaa, hapa ndio kitu yoyote yenye najua kufua, so nitafua milele, you know, but you are like no. It doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
Because sasa uimbaji ulianza, biashara umeanza, yani you're becoming independent on your own like that. So tell me, sasa umeanza biashara, so is this the main ama ni uimbaji ama they're both prioritized?
Yeah, I want to do both, because right now music nafanya ni kama hobby. Yeah, na still ni ministry.
Yeah.
So like I don't depend on music full time. I need something else to do when itani sustain
in the meantime. Yeah.
So I want to do music and still do business at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, you have this song when unasema ulitoa video. Maybe you can tell us more about it.
So the song came as a result of the situation I was in. Inaitwa Nikuregai. There is a God in heaven who answers prayers and transform people's lives.
Wow.
Like nikitoa your song, I was trusting God for a miracle or something, or a better life. I knew there was something great ahead of me. And I knew that when nilikuwa uko chini, I knew that was a test. Like God alikuwa ananitest, because he wanted to know kama hii kidogo nimekupea naweza kutrust nayo, hata nikikupea kitu kubwa, like I can still trust you with it. So it's like a prayer, like, and still thanksgiving song. Because I trusted God, and I knew sitaka hapa milele, like you did it before and I know you're going to do it for me. Like we've read in the Bible of people like David, for example. David was a shepherd. Alikuwa tu kijana kadogo, like he didn't know, he was just like me. Like ako hapo sasa anachunga mbuzi, hajui what next, hajui his next life venye itakuwa, like his next stage venye itakuwa. So God took him from there, kufanya king.
Yeah.
So I knew hata mimi venye tu niko hapo, maybe niko tu, watu wananiona tu kama kasichana kanyumba hapo. The next minute, sijui mahali nitajipata, maybe I'll be a CEO or something.
Yes.
Yeah, like right now I'm running my own business.
Wow.
I'm the CEO of that business. Like I can manage my own time and stuff. Yeah, so like that song, it's like prayer. It's an answered prayer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, you can manage your own time.
Yeah.
I asked you how are you here and your business is still ongoing, and umeachia mtu. Where see only CEOs can see that. Wow, so it's really inspirational what you've gone through, and thank you for coming and sharing your story with us, because niko sure hii kitu si wewe pekee, like watu atutarajii where we are is where we're always going to be. Sure. Unless it's your passion, you know. So it's encouraging also for people to know that there's a way out, and there's also not necessarily music, but you can also be your own person tomorrow. Sure. So as we conclude, let us know where we can find you on YouTube, social media, and also any parting shots that you'd like to tell viewers out there.
Okay, so my viewers, you can find me on social media platforms. That is on Facebook. You can follow and like my page, Cecil Kamau Official. I have a YouTube channel. It's Cecil Kamau. Please go and watch my song and subscribe, and also share it with your friends so they can subscribe. I'm also on TikTok, Cecil Kamau 3. You can follow me. Yeah. Those are my social media handles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you like to leave us with, your parting shot? Okay.
First of all, I want to thank God for the far He has brought me. And I want to talk to someone out there who feel like it's the end for them. Because even me, when I was working as a house girl, I would sometimes like see a person on a show like this, and I would stop what I was doing and listen to them. Because I know like where you are today is not where you're gonna be tomorrow. So just do your best where you are right now. Give it your best and keep trusting in God. Don't say like ati mimi ni nafanya kazi ati niko hapa chini. Like you start looking down on yourself. There's something bigger in you. Just don't give up and pray to God to lead you to your destiny. And yeah, you'll be somewhere someday, and you will thank yourself for not giving up.
Amen.
Yeah.
Wow. Well said, and even better achieved. Thank you very much for coming in studio. And it's been a joy hosting you. You know, you don't have to be so old to tell a story, because the way you are here you've already gone through so much at such a young age. Na bado unaendelea ukiomoka. So thank you very much.
Welcome.
That has been Cecil Kamau in studio, and if you know someone who needs to hear her testimony and this encouragement that wherever you are today is not where you're going to be tomorrow, you don't need to accept it and just feel sorry for yourself. You don't need to, always think that this is my life from now on. So henceforth, you need to always encourage yourself and know that God is still saying something even today. This is the Conqueror Show, where we bring you real people who've gone through real life situations like Cecile here. And we're very blessed to have you viewers here every week encouraging us. Let us know in the comment section below what you'd like to hear from her, any more further interaction you'd like with her. We'll be so honored to connect you. And I'm your host, Laura Lepore. Thank you for keeping it Wema TV. See you next week right here on Wema TV, Faith Beyond.